Alright, so this is what if Deku had. What if Deku went back in time? Part 3. My bad. I'm always yawning. But where we left off, I said I'll do it this legend, and I said that he was going to use his new power. So I asked a couple of my friends, what would be a good power, and they said one of them said the power to, like just teleport your body basically, but like you can control the portals, and like you can teleport only your arm, any one of only your like any piece of your body part can go through a portal type vibe. So basically for the Sludge Villain, it doesn't happen because Deku would just teleport home, and that's what he would tell. That's what he then you would have a flashback of as soon as he uses his quirk, you would have a flashback about the quirk doctor. And at the point where he told Bakio, he would be like, I have the power to teleport and teleport my body. And then the quirk doctor would be like, your quirk is the ability to blah, 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 blah. Because you know his quirk, so I don't need to say that again. So we can time skip to the 10 months of training. And really, all he's doing is practicing on seeing how he can use his quirk in different ways, and the distance he can use his quirk. So right now, he can teleport his whole body anywhere, but like just the arm, like he only has a certain distance, only a leg a certain distance. But basically, because he didn't teleport the whole object, it can only go a certain amount before the portal will close, and then it'll reopen. Like the portal will close and his arm will go back onto his body. Like when he uses his quirk, like on his arm, there's a like where his arm is, there's a blank circle, and there's like it's just a black hole. Exactly like where he put in his arm is just a circle around his arm, and it's a black hole around his arm basically. And Deku does have his sword. That was a feature of his quirk. When he realized that he could teleport his arm, he got a stick and teleported his arm while holding the stick, and he realized so whatever he's holding will go through the portal too. So that will be a big feature of his abilities. Alright, so yeah, Sledgeland doesn't happen, blah blah blah, 10 months of training. We can go through that, already did. Let's see. So, Inch's he, everything really goes normal for that, up to the physical portion of the exam. Besides that, since he knew what the answers was going to be from his previous lifetime when he took the test before, like from his first lifetime when he took the test before. Side note that I want to mention, that I forgot to mention. One day while he was in the 10 months of training, he had a dream of his two past selves, and the second past self, since he had damage to his face was covered with a shadow. And then for the first one, he had like a black pit in his stomach, and because his stomach got injured or whatever, and that's how he died. And basically they talk or whatever about really nothing important. That he just goes over like what happened in both timelines, and then he gets like the whole, like he knows everything that happened in that timeline and everything that happened in this timeline, and now they talk in his head basically, and he can have conversations with both timelines in his head. For every timeline that he gets will be another him in his head helping him out to survive longer basically. So that happens, and while he's in the test, the first timeline him is saying like what's going to happen, like it's going to be a first pointer, second pointer, third pointer, and then a 3-pointer, and then there's going to be the 0 pointer, but just avoid this 0 pointer because you're not strong enough to handle that. Since you don't have, and then he just stops. He says since you don't have, and then he just stops. He doesn't finish that sentence because he was like, even though he knows it's a different timeline, even though he knows it's a different time. Oh yeah, check out my Discord. Discord text for my Discord, so I might as well shout it out. Now check out my Discord. Yeah, link will be in bio. Don't forget to come check it out. You get to help me with what ifs. Say what if y'all want to see next, and really just help me come up with ideas for the what if. So let's see. What do I want to happen next? What was I? Okay, yeah. For the physical part, he runs in, and as he's running in, he just teleports his body. As soon as the gate kind of opens, he just teleports his body. He would have teleported it before the gate opened a little bit, but he didn't want to get, he didn't want that to be cheating, so he waited. And then as soon as he got there, he just looked around, and then he stood still, and then he pulled off his knife, his sword, which he has permission to use because he made it by himself. So I feel like I need to throw up and burp at the same time. So I'm kind of screaming. Yeah, anyways, we'll lower my voice now. Where was I? Hold up, I'm trying to remember what I was saying. Okay, yeah, so as soon as he gets in, he just looks around, and he just starts pointing at the zombies, and he's like 1, 2, 3, and then he his arm just disappears, and then it goes boom, and then you see a knife stab into you see his sword. I keep saying a knife. You see his sword stab it into the 0 pointer. Not the 0 pointer, a 1 pointer, and then a portal closes and then reopens above 3 pointer, and then the same thing just keeps happening over and over again. And deku ends up racking up the most points, and he didn't even move. He just stood there. He moved a little bit to get to a different area, but he didn't fight. He didn't get close up whatsoever to nothing. And then for Uraraka, he just made a portal. He teleported under there with her, then just grabbed her and then teleported back out. And then he said sorry for getting that close to her, but he didn't know any other way to get her out as fast as possible. And then Uraraka just says it's okay, and then said he was met English please. She comments on his muscles in out loud a little bit, and then she blesses and then covers her mouth and walks off. I don't know if Uraraka is going to be the ship in this, but we'll see. We'll see, since I can have him date multiple people in different timelines if I want to. So if you can't tell where I'm going, this might not be the only timeline. I don't know what I want to do, but right now this might be the only timeline. The only other timeline correction. But then the 2 weeks, really nothing happens. His note from All Might is All Might says that he wants to talk to him. No, All Might doesn't mention that he wants to talk to him, since people that were recording the video are there. He just tells him that he did good and he got first place in the physical portion, and he got let's say 8th place in the written portion. And then he's like, all right. So next day he goes to his first day of class, and for Aizawa's test ball throw, he really just makes a portal as far as he can and then throws the ball. And that's because when he makes a portal, he can still move his hand. Say that he moves his and he moves his hand, the portal will move as he moves his hand. So that basically happens, and he gets, let's say he gets second place right under Uraka, since she still would get affinity. And his portals can't go that far. I actually know that he got 7th place in that, and then for the rest, he just gets like a little bit above average, because his quick really wouldn't help him with nothing else besides the what's it called, the long jump, because he can just teleport across that. So he gets affinity on a long jump, getting him, let's say, to 6th place out of the whole class. Let's see, what time is it? It is 9. Alright, I'm gonna record this for a little bit longer, and then I have to go. So let's see, what do I want to happen? Thinking. Okay. So, for the, I think the next thing that happens that is important on the on my battle, I wanted to skip to the I forgot what it's called. Dang. Oh well, it's fine since I forgot what it's called. Yeah, let's do the on my battle, and then not the on my battle, but on Might's little on Might's class, Bakugo fight with Deku, whatever you want to call it. Villains versus heroes training test, you can call it that. Deku and Bakugo get put on teams. Since they are friends, they still happen to get on teams, and it's against, let's say, Todoroki and I forgot his name, but shadow board dude. Trying to remember his name, but I can't. So whatever. So they really can't do nothing. They make it as dark as possible, and Todoroki leaves the room that the bomb's in, and it's just the shadow guy and his birds going wild in the room. But that really doesn't stop Deku, because he's just going to each floor. He's teleporting to each floor, checking, as Bakugo makes as much noise going up the stairs to make it seem like they're at the stairs. So Deku's teleporting to each floor, and as he finds the bomb, he finds it, and he teleports right next to the bomb before the bird can even do anything, and touches it, and they win. And I'm gonna have to leave it off here. The Shadow Master signing out. Don't forget to check my Discord.